हेलो एवरीवन, हाउ आर यू। मैं दोबारा अपना एक और वीडियो बना रही हूँ। सो आई नो दिस इज़ नॉट द यूजुअल वे ऑफ मेकिंग वीडियोज़ ऑन यूट्यूब, and I am holding my phone in a in an vertical way. But what to do? I find it more comfortable, like looking at myself time to time, and also then looking into the camera, because this is all new to me. Like, to keep looking at the camera angle and speaking your heart out. So it will definitely take a lot of videos from my side to get acclimatized with it. And because what happens is, when I start saying, um, maybe I will come out with a lot of fillers, and then when I keep looking at the camera, all the words and my statement, it just keep flooding in my head. I mean, it just keep flooding in my head in the sense, it just come um, all together, and I don't know, like, what to say and when to say and how to. So that way, yes, I am new with the camera angle and giving my video, and I don't know how many people I'm able to reach out to, but whatever it might be, I will keep on posting my videos. However, yes, I personally like this vertical way of holding my camera lens, because, as I told you, just like, from time to time I can see myself and I feel good. But the other way around, I don't feel connected with that camera angle. But again, yes, I will have to get used to it. So today I am going to talk about, um, if people leaves your life, or if you happen to lose people, okay, be it your friendship, relationship, your family members, your colleagues, your job, um, that means you are growing and you are evolving. So I have dealt with certain type of traumas since my childhood. I never had friends when I was in LKG, UKG, class 1, class 2. Maybe one, two friends I had made, just one or two friends, and then they left the city and they were transferred to some other city. So automatically, again, I was left alone in the class. I was not a very extrovert kind of a girl who would go and socialize and would be able to socialize. So I used to, like, stay quiet. And this is how I am even now after growing up. I actually like to stay within my own space. I totally understand that socializing is important, and we do have to meet different type of people to understand ourselves, because one part is when you grow on your own and you understand to navigate your own life. The other segment is where you also need to step out of your home and mingle with the crowd, mingle with the world, and talk with them, communicate with them, and understand yourself through them, because they are your mirror. Also, when you are talking to yourself, when you are talking to yourself by seeing the mirror, you feel very comfortable, because you know that nobody is judging you. You can talk to your pet also, you will feel comfortable. But when it comes that you will have to step out, and you will have to talk to other 10 people or 20 people, that is when the game begins, because you automatically, the brain will shut, and you know it will get very conscious, because you know that, or not, or it will happen or not, but the brain will say that people are judging. So we restrict ourselves, and we don't open up. I mean, we restrict ourselves from talking um, freely. I'm not saying that pour out your heart, no. Pouring out of heart is not the thing, but the conversation comes in a restricted way. the flow of the communication comes in a restricted way, because the mind gives a signal that we are being judged, like how it happens in the interview, because we are not able to talk freely and we don't feel comfortable, because the mind says that you're being judged. So that's what it happens. Now, um when I was growing, maybe I was going through some type of transformation or whatever you can say. I really didn't have so many friends, but I was very good observant. I mean, I used to like be in my own space. I was very quiet, shy, kind of a girl, and I kind of used to very, sleepy head in the class, because I never used to feel motivated. Anyways, that was a different thing. But then when I started having friends, like when I grew up and I went to class 7, 8, 9, 10, but those friends really backstabbed me when I was in 10th and 11th standard. So I realized that those are not your friends. Those are absolutely not your friends. And not just that, guys, I remember when I was in 10th standard, um, I had written my secret diary. So a lot of things was written in there, and I don't know if I have shared that in my previous video or not. So this friend of mine had um, told about whatever I had written in that secret diary. And by the way, it was my mistake because I could not keep the diary at home because of my mom. She had this urge of opening my school bag and checking every damn thing. She was not concerned about my homework, whether I have completed my homework or not, what kind of assignments I have been given by the teacher or by school. She was more intrigued about finding something, something from the school bag. And that's when she got hold on to this my secret diary. It was locked. It was a small pocket one. She opened it because I always used to carry the key. Well, now I wonder one thing, that at least this did not um, get caught by my schoolmates or my teacher or by my principal, because if this would have got caught by my schoolmates, oh my god, those were the people who actually backstabbed me, and behind my back they had told shitty things to the school teacher, to my class teacher, and to the principal, for which my parents were called to the school. Just imagine, like the most dirtiest thing you can ever imagine. I was being laid down on a park bench, and then guys were, coming and caressing me. Can you just imagine all these kind of stupid and like weird stuff people can ever think of? So, and that too, my school was not a co ed school. My school was a girls' school, and I also went to a girls' college. That's the irony about it. So it's not that, that if people think, oh, if you give it in a girls' school or in a girls' college, they will be very nice, educated, or they will have, good mindset. Nothing is like that. Developing a good mindset or a personality, it's absolutely up to the person. It's their choice. And also the upbringing of the family, the dynamics of the society they live in, that also really matters a lot. The kind of exposure they get, that really matters a lot. So these mentalities were very backward, and among these friends became a group of friend, and I was a part of that group of friend because I did not have any friend. So I didn't want to feel alone. I didn't want to roam alone, and I just involved myself in that group during lunch period or any event in the school time, so that I so that I could feel that yes, I have people with me. That is the thing, right? That you just need that safety and security at the end, that you need people with you. But if it's a fake people, I did not understand, but still I was happy that I have people with me. It took me some time to understand. By around 2015, something happened with that group of friends. So by then, I already had exited my school long, long back. 2015 was when I was actually working in an office. And so this group of friends had made a WhatsApp group. And in that WhatsApp group, I was also there. So one of the member of that group said something in a very mm, rude way, in a very cruel way, having absolutely zero empathy. And they saw me, or they treated me through their own lens. Their own lens means the lens through which they had projected me in the school. And through that lens, they were treating me, they were talking to me. Even at that point of time, I ignored. Of course, I felt bad, I ignored. And I just moved on to carry on with my office work. And I was just observing. And then one fine day, one of my friend from the group was getting married. Then she invited us for her wedding. We had a really great time at her wedding. But even at that wedding, I noticed one thing. People from my school who were there, and people, and I will not call them as my friends, not at all. So, people from my school and people from that friends group who were also invited in that marriage, they were again treating me through the lens, um, through that lens through which they have always observed me and seen me in the school, and how they used to treat me. So they used to treat me very badly, very badly in the sense like they never respected me. Um, because I was quiet and I never raised a voice. Okay, raising a voice means I never used to vocal up. Now the point is, I never used to vocal up by thinking that I don't want to tarnish a friendship. But they used to think that I don't have leadership, I don't have power, I don't have confidence. And everybody loves a person who is more confident, who is more like a leader, powerful, and a go getter. I was not. And by 11th and 12th, like just 1 or 2 years were there for me in the school, I did not develop my personality and I was struggling with my personality. And that was one of the reasons that I was pushing myself in an unnecessary friends group who were not even welcoming me good. So in this marriage, I again noticed that they were treating me in an odd way. They were not even looking at me. They were not even chatting with me. They were not even taking that interest. I was pushing myself in that group. I was constantly trying to be in that group, gel up with them, unnecessarily smile and laugh at their joke. Try to become more jovial, try to be that good human being. But I'm good. I'm really good. Please talk to me. Probably that was the kind of an energy that I was giving out. But that needy energy, people definitely get that I was giving all these while. And then, after this marriage, I just asked myself that school is gone. It's okay that till the time school was there, you were still developing yourself, you were a kid, and you wanted to have a group, you wanted to still feel uh, feel like um, having a support of people. You were still wanting to feel as if you have friends and you are being welcomed, and that you don't, and then you don't feel alone, you don't feel odd one out. When at that age, in a school going girl, if they face that they don't have friends, that emptiness just kills them. So just to avoid that, just to escape that narrow path, I was pushing myself over there. But okay, it's okay, fine. Everyone goes through that kind of a stage. That's okay. That happened. That should happen. That should just pass by. School is over, right? And after this wedding of my so-called this friend, after few months, this thought came to me that, do I really need to be with them and feel rejected all the time? Do I really need to be around these kind of friends who are not even valuing me or taking the interest to know me well? Do I really need that? They don't even show any interest, nothing at all. They see me through the same lens how they saw me in the school, and I don't need to validate myself. I know who am I know what I have to do in my life. I'm very much sorted in my head. But I don't have to prove that to them, or I don't even have to, compare my personal life or career life with them. Everybody's life is different. It's okay. I don't vibe with them. Let that be. I'm still growing, I'm still learning. Every single day is another new day, a challenge for me to live it, to breathe it. You know, breathe this day and pass it. Because every single day for me is like flight or fight. Yes, I'm staying at my mother's place, but still, every single day for me is like flight or fight. So now at this stage of my life, where I've come to my mid 30s, actually, yeah, I mean mid 30s only. At this stage, I have absolutely zero qualms of losing people from my life. Zero qualms. Losing people, losing friends. If anybody wants to go away, please go. I'm not going to stop anyone. Not at all. So these transformations were required. I don't know if these transformations had just happened. I don't know when it happened. But pain teaches you a lot. Through pain, you will transform into a more mature person. Now, this what I'm going through is adulting, and I'm loving it. I just don't have any stress in my heart. Oh my God, will I be like losing out to my friend? Oh my God, will they be not talking to me? Oh my God, will they be not texting me anymore? So all that fun and all that hanging out will get over. So if it is getting over because you happen to speak up, you happen to speak the truth, and that friendship is getting over, don't you understand that that was fake? So it's good if it ends. I absolutely have no qualms for that. So that's the reason. When you lose your friends, when you lose a relationship, even your family members, your sister, brother, losing in the sense like this way, I'm not saying that losing them if they have crossed over, but losing in this way, like when these people disrespect you, when they don't value you, when they don't give you that worth, when they break your self-esteem, when they break your confidence, because they don't want you to succeed. And if you happen to lose these people out of your life, Do not ever question yourself. Because you know what? When the divine power comes in, that divine, that Devi Shakti, Ma Kali Shakti, paves the path for you. And when Shiv comes, Shiv comes and gives you a lot of destruction. Destruction in the sense, वो तहच नहच कर देगा, मतलब he will destroy things that are not healthy, that are not good, and create boundaries. But then that destruction will be like a taundav in your life. Again, breathe and pass through it. Breathe, pass through it. Have faith in the divine. And now I can really understand one thing, that I've always cursed God. I've really had my good communication with God, and my fights also with God. But sometime like these moments, I really sit back, think, and I really wonder that actually it was God who was protecting me. Otherwise, I don't know how I would have survived. He, that God, that Shiva, and she, that Parvati, that Devi Shakti, that Ma Kali, Ma Durga, Ma Chamunda, and all the Devi Shakti, and all the divine power I can imagine, have always protected me. My ancestors' energy have protected me from being in a certain friendship, or you know being in a certain place. And for if any reason I was put into a particular situation, like let's say this kind of a family environment that I have right now. So I'll talk about that family environment in my another video that will be quite long. Sometimes I feel like committing suicide because of this kind of a family environment my mother has created for me. But then I feel God has put me for a particular reason, and I have to outgrow that. I have to become more resilient. I was never a strong girl. I'm just telling you, right? That I never had any friends, and then I was pushing myself in a particular friend group when I grew up, and that too it was in 11th standard. By 11th, you actually open up and you make a lot of friends, but I was not there. By 11th, I was not there. I was pushing myself in a group of friends, even though they took me in that group. I don't know, God, for what reason? Maybe just to disrespect me and humiliate me in front. And I was tolerating that shit because I was afraid of putting myself alone. But even at that time also, God was trying to put me alone, because there are certain strength and potential I was not understanding. God was understanding that you are capable of much more higher. And now this is the stage where I actually feel good to stay alone. Whether friends are there or not, if somebody is going from my life, okay, fine. I do not have any problem at all. In fact, I just feel more complete in my own space. I find my space. I find myself. मैं अपने को ढूंढ पाई हूँ अभी. पहले मैं अपने को नहीं ढूंढ पाई थी. मैंने अपने को खो दिया था. उस भीड़ में मैंने अपने को खो दिया था. और मैं उस भीड़ में ही खो जा रही थी. I was just blending with that crowd, but I was not finding myself. I was not, looking into my inner self and asking myself what exactly I am looking for. I never spoke for anything that I want. Something bothered me. I never understood how to comprehend that. So this family that I have, it's very difficult. I totally understand there might be other families also. They're also having really tough time. My heart is with you. Okay, I totally understand what you go through. My situation is different, definitely. And after losing dad, I started understanding the reality, the beautiful color of our own people, our relatives, from a very close proximity. It hurts. It really hurts because none of these were expected. So that is why when pain comes, it just transforms your life. I have never ever imagined that I would transform myself like this. And maybe I was, before this, maybe I was an immature kind of a girl. But well, I had to be here for a certain reason. Because when you grow, you don't just grow physically, but you grow mentally and you become more wiser. And well, that was needed. And this was also needed to understand who are my real people. My mom and my sister, they have um, shown their true colors at my hardest time. That's a different story I will cover in the next video. And at this stage, I feel happy with the space I have, with my own space, with my own energy. You know what? I go on my own for coffee. I go on my own to watch a movie. I just do things on my own. I would definitely love to hang out with good people, but good people, who are more productive, who are uplifting others. Not that where I would have to sit with a group of people where they are actually bad mouthing the third person, or where they are gossiping about somebody else. I can't sit there. I can't sit at that table. But if you have something to give productive, where you have something to balance out and help each other grow in life, be that emotionally, mentally, because I think we all need to be supported morally. Morally अगर कोई होता है support करने के लिए, that is the main kick that we need. But instead of that, if people are there around us to just drain our energy, no, thank you so much. We don't want that. I mean, I don't want that, and I'm happy to be alone. I'm happy doing things on my own way. And even today, also, what happened? Like, I had called out my friend. Again, not friend, it's a group of 4 people who goes to swimming class, and even I also go there. So after a good 10 days, again I'm coming back for my swimming class. I rang this guy to ask what time are we leaving for the class today. And I told him that maybe I think I can come for the class. Now, somewhere in the evening, I told him that I will be coming for the class. Let's make it for 7:40. There was no reply. And then I had to ring him up. That's when he told me that he's coming on his own. So yeah, what happened was when I reached the swimming pool, two of my friends, two of these people were already there. Can you understand? I'm still saying friends. No, I think I need to use a different word. I don't know what to say. People. Actually, I will say people. So, two of the people were already in the pool. Um, One is the main girl who is a swimmer, who is a diver basically, and relying on her, we joined the swimming class because I'm just the beginner, and she would be teaching us with that hope. So she had just, guided me twice, thrice. Not that she had been coaching me completely, but she had been coaching her friend, who I had called today in the afternoon time, because they are good friends for past good 10-15 years. So of course she would be helping him than me. I'm a new buddy. Anyways, thankfully whatever I had learned in my school days, that foundation somewhere was there in my mind, and I was kicking myself with those foundation, and whatever she was teaching me, I was grabbing those techniques and those tips very quickly, because I want to learn it and I want to do it. And she won't be there, you know all the time with me. She's doing her laps after laps, and she's helping out her friend. But yeah, the main thing is that both of them were already there in the pool, and they saw me. I waved at the guy. He saw me, but he did not wave me back. And the girl, she immediately turned her back, as if just to pretend that she couldn't see me. Well, I dipped in the pool, and then, yeah, of course she did see me, but it's kind of an act to just tell me that they were unaware I was in the pool and all that jazz. They left without even informing. However, before coming, I had messaged the guy. I had immediately called him up to ask what time would you be leaving, but he lied to me, and he told me that he's already on the way. I figured that out. And they were in the pool together. The girl who teaches swimming and the other guy. Other guy is also a beginner. But at least I had hoped, maybe, before leaving, at least as a courtesy, you will just drop me a text. But no, he did not. So when he did not drop me the text, or nobody else even bothered to ask me if I was done with my swimming session, and come with us together, I don't think I would go back in that group and ask them again what time you'll be leaving for the swimming session. I will go for the swimming session just the way how I go on my own, and I leave just the way I am leaving on a regular days. I don't have to depend on anybody, because when you depend on people and you keep depending on people, you will be disappointed. You will be highly, highly disappointed. So, and any which ways, I have very few days left, as I was not able to come for my swimming session for the last 10 days because I was sick. I had gulped a lot of chlorine water, and it just went into my lungs. I was highly sick, and my fever was relapsing. Even till yesterday, I had a very bad headache, and I was just hoping today that my fever should not relapse. My body was completely fighting with cough and cold for all these 10 days. I was on antibiotic as well. So, yeah, this is this is exactly what I was wanting to talk to you all about. And yeah, what you see it on my face is actually a sleeping face mask, because I go to swimming class, and lately I've really become very tanned, very dark skinned girl. I don't have any problem with dark skin, but that's not how my usual color is. It happens because of the chlorine. So I really can't help out with the other part of my body, like my hands, my neck, my legs, but at least I got to figure out something with my face because it really looks too dark. Like, even though I'm not going for the swimming classes in the morning or afternoon, I'm hitting the pool in the evening after the sunset. Still, it is happening. It's due to the chlorine water. And I observed it myself as well. My mom was also saying that you have become too dark. The skin has absolutely darkened up. It's because of the chlorine, so it's not visible in this video, but yeah, so for that reason, yes, I have applied this sleeping mask just to repair the skin. um am I feeling bad what happened in the pool? No. And why this girl and the guy were avoiding me? Well, with the guy, I really don't have anything to do because the guy is very new. But of course, the guy will be supporting the girl because they are good friends since last 10-15 years. But with the girl, she is my schoolmate. And on February, I happened to meet her somewhere on the road. That's when we exchanged numbers. And then after 1 month, we decided to join swimming class. I was really interested. And she also told me that she's also very interested. But then 2-3 days were like just passing away, and nobody was taking time out to, you know, go to the place and actually enroll themselves. Then one fine day, I just took that initiative that whether you are going with me or not, but I am definitely going. So I just went and enrolled myself. Then I got the receipt and I told them. That's when the group was formed. And yes, so basically, why this girl is avoiding me? So whatever this girl will tell the guy to do, the guy doesn't has this thing. This is called रीढ़ की हड्डी. उसका खुद का डिसीजन मेकिंग एबिलिटी नहीं है, इसीलिए ये बंदा उसके हिसाब से ही सब कुछ करेगा. So I had a weird thought in my head that maybe my own sister, she's seeing the same guy that I like. I don't know why I had this kind of a thought, and I happened to share with this girl because nobody else was there. Again, another mistake that I did. But however, I touched just on the surface layer to explain. I had helped her. Okay, I had helped this girl when she needed me. I spent so many hours for her since 12 p.m. till 7:30 p.m. right at the police station for the mess that she had been into. And I also became a witness to give written statement. So people who become witness to give written statement are your powerful friends, and this is how we treat them. Now when I needed help, she backed off. She didn't help me out. So when she didn't help me out when I needed a certain type of help, just to sit down with me and just listen to me. But instead, she had to say things like, "What can we do? You really can't do anything. Forget it. If that is happening, let her go with the guy. You know what? You will get other guys." This is the kind of a answer she had to give. This is not something with which you can appease me. Not at all. Then she started saying, like, this is the divine timing, and the divine is trying to protect you, this, that, and all that shitty things. That is not the moment I can hear in this way. And that's a very patent way of talking. That's not a mature way of saying things. I would have also given her the same kind of answers when she was in a mess. So I wrote her back few things that what I exactly was expecting from you, and you don't have to get into this kind of a conclusion and all that thing. Okay. So after that, she read my messages and there was no reply. And of course, for 10 days, I was not able to come to the pool because I was myself sick. But today, when I went, that's how they were acting out. Well, not an issue. I got to do what I got to do because I have enrolled, I have paid this regular classes fees. I can't let go these days waste. I have to utilize my days, right? I can't be holding on to these people just because I spoke the truth, just because I did not like how she was saying things to me when I was a little distressed. And that's right. I just spoke the truth. She couldn't handle the truth. So that's why she is behaving like this. And also, this girl is very controlling, in a lot of ways. That's another subject. But again, if if you saw me in the pool and you know that I'm a beginner, still you did not come to help me. Even I waved them, there was no wave from them. They completely ignored me. I utilized my time nicely in swimming. Of course, like at the end, there was another guy who came and approached me. He was also teaching me few techniques. So yeah, the last 15-20 minutes kind of went into little chatting and little experimenting, breath holding and all that thing. But overall, my session was quite good. After 10 days that I came back with a bang. So I never felt that, oh my god, they're ignoring me, they're not being with me, and I'm being left out, I'm feeling alone. Maybe I would have felt it if I would have been the same Dipanata who would have been in 11th standard. But this is what the stark difference of transformation is. I was feeling at peace. I was loving my own company and I was absolutely enjoying that. And that's how it should be. That's how exactly it should be. This is the message that I wanted to give it to all of you. I'm new with these things here on YouTube. I'm not going to be coming out with thumbnails right now because I've tried using thumbnails for the videos. Maybe I'm not so creative with the thumbnails, or maybe I really have to learn few things with the thumbnails. So right now I will not do that. This is it all about my video. मिलते हैं एक और नए शानदार वीडियो के साथ, और उसमें मैं आपको अलग चीज़ें बताऊंगी. प्रॉबली उसमें मैं आपको अपने घर वालों के बारे में बताऊंगी. अभी के लिए गुड बाय एंड गुड नाइट.